Don Lemon was on Jimmy Kimmel last night talking about his arrest after covering anti-ICE protests in Minneapolis church. He said he offered to turn himself in, but the FBI, of course, had other ideas. Take a look.
I was walking up to the room and I pressed the elevator button and all of a sudden I feel myself being jostled and people trying to grab me and put me in handcuffs and I said, "What are you doing here?" And they said, "We came to arrest you." And I said, "Who are you?" They want to embarrass you. They want to intimidate you. They want to instill fear. And so that's why they did it that way.
Well, you know, I know Don very well, and I wasn't here. So, I mean, all I can say is it's in the Constitution, the right to protest, and he wasn't even there protesting. He was there as a journalist.
Yeah, correct.
And I think they want to use him as some kind of a, you know, an example to intimidate other journalists. But, you know, I was reading something the other day about World War II, when the Americans liberated Dachau after World War II, after the Holocaust. Dwight D. Eisenhower said, take pictures of these concentration camps because years will go by and people will not believe this happened. So this administration does not really like somebody like Don Lemon, who has a camera, who has a position like we do in a way, to speak to the people and tell them what really is going on. You know, God bless Dwight D. Eisenhower and Don Lemon. And I would just like to add that I think they've made him more popular than ever.
Yes.
He now will triple his viewership on his podcast. Good for you.
He will. You know, what struck me, and I hadn't thought about it, is that he offered to turn himself in just in the way that our president offered to turn himself in when he was indicted on 34 counts of fraud.
You're being ironic.
He was allowed to, you know, not do this sort of perp walk. And I do realize that there are times when the government and prosecutors want to send an example and have this sort of chilling effect, and they don't allow you to turn yourself in. They force you to be arrested, and I'm pretty sure that that's what happened here. And I think people need to remember that journalists embed themselves in protests, embed themselves with the government, embed themselves in campaigns, embed themselves in police activity all the time. That is the practice of journalism. So the fact that he was at a protest embedded in it is perfectly normal. It is not a crime to be a journalist.
No, but even if he was protesting, it is guaranteed by the Constitution.
But he was not protesting. He was embedded.
Under the First Amendment, he has a right to be there covering it.
If you go to the ACLU, they will send you the Constitution. If you haven't read it lately, it's really interesting. You'd be surprised at all the things that should be happening but are not.